Yeah.
What?
No, Nissan Navara. Yes, Nissan Navara. Oh shit, sorry, it was me.
Alright, Sean.
No, what? No.
Yep.
That has nothing to do with ISOFIX. That is a baby chair.
You can put, I don't know, your kids, your dogs, everybody. Yeah, dogs.
Who buys a car for dogs?
Rich people, Sean.
No, man.
Rich people buy it for their dogs. Sean, he doesn't like you. Sean.
That's me. No, I don't like him either. So, what if I told you you can get a capable bakkie that is almost 100,000 Rand less than a Hilux, but still has all the bells and whistles, so it doesn't leave you looking like you're driving a cheap Chinese knockoff?
Yeah, and it's reliable. It has the right badge. You can fit the family in it. You can put, I don't know, your kids, your dogs, everybody. Yeah, dogs.
Who buys a car for dogs?
Rich people, Sean.
No, man.
Rich people buy it for their dogs. I mean, who doesn't buy a bakkie for their dog? Sean, where you go?
Okay, so it's no surprise that South Africans aren't buying these bakkies anymore for their payload or their towing capacity.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, these bakkies, these once gritty, construction worker 4x4s that were used to go out in the mud, are actually not being used for that anymore. They're actually being used by people like me.
So all Indians want to own a bakkie?
No, not Indians, Sean. Fathers, millennials. Not Indians, fathers, millennials. Even these, well, actually more of these Santon, fathers and millennials that just want a bakkie that can climb up onto a pavement, every time they go to a soccer match or every time they go to a concert. You know who you are.
You're forgetting one specific target market for this car.
What's that?
It's anyone with a small...
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
On that note, we introduced the new 2021 Mercedes Nissan Navara, 2021 Nissan Navara Pro 4X.
Ta-da! So, Sean, what are your first thoughts about the new 2021 Nissan Navara?
Okay, so two things straight off the bat stand out for me, and number one is comfort. It's incredibly comfortable.
Yep.
It doesn't have the old school leaf springs. It doesn't have the old school leaf springs.
Yeah.
So comfort stands out for me, and the smoothness of the 6-speed automatic transmission.
Yeah.
It's almost flawless.
And that's what it's about as well. So I haven't driven the car yet, but I think just looking at it, I think from a styling perspective, it's beautiful. It has this very bold, aggressive look. I love that.
Aggressive for sure. And I actually parked this next to the Ford Thunder bakkie.
Yeah, that Thunder thingy, yeah.
The Thunder thing.
Yeah.
Thunder bakkie, it doesn't roll off the tongue the way it should.
Yeah.
But it's got the similar design concept.
Yes.
Which is popular now. Blacked out grills.
That's it.
The blacked out rims, and then the small accents in red, which is obviously the popular color because it's black for aggressive, it's red for aggressive.
Yeah.
And it looks aggressive.
Exactly.
It looks cool. I think it looks really cool.
So yeah.
It's because we've reached a point now where bakkies aren't bought for function.
Yeah.
They're bought for fashion.
That's it.
And this has some big names to compete against when it comes to looking sporty and luxurious and mean and aggressive. I mean, the Toyota Hilux, the Legend, and the Ford Ranger Raptor. It's got some big names to compete against, but I think it's doing really well.
And on that note, it looks the part and it is the perfect fashion accessory. I think it's time to jump inside. Let's go.
Okay, so we're inside the car now, and Javon, what is your first impression of the interior?
Well, firstly, I'm trying to keep the camera still because my hand is getting sore as hell, but first thoughts of the interior, I think they did a decent job.
Yeah.
I can't say that they did a massively good job because there's a lot of plastic, and you can see it now, and you should see some cutaways rolling in. But it's really plasticky. If we look at the door panels, if we look at the dashboard, I mean, they did a brilliant job on the seats. I mean, these seats, look at the stitching, right?
And as I was saying earlier, why put effort into the seats, to form this high-end profile, but it's not the layout of the dash that I mind.
Exactly,
It's the use of materials.
That's it. And I mean, even if we look at things like where the lights are, this feels dated. I mean, we don't even use this, you know? It's like, I don't know, for a premium brand.
This doesn't even look like the standard linings that you see in most cars. I mean, this looks like disposable.
But a review is not a review until you step into the back seat.
What do you want to do in the back seat?
Let me show you. All right. So the first thing that I look for in a car is ISOFIX. And
ISO what?
I'll show it to you now, but before you even get there, man, what do you think about the back seats?
Okay, so the legroom at the back is not bad. I do feel that is the most important thing I will look out for when getting into the back of a car. I think over a long journey you'll get a little bit tired, but other than that, the space is perfectly manageable.
Absolutely. Look, I think I agree 100%, but for me, the most important thing is ISOFIX.
ISOFIX, okay, you need to show me what
Let me show him what ISOFIX is.
No. What? No.
Yep.
That has nothing to do with ISOFIX. That is a baby chair.
Yes, Sean, ISOFIX has everything to do with the baby chair.
The problem is with putting a baby chair in the car.
What?
You have to put a baby in it.
Yeah, well, we'll figure that out. Well, one, trying to get the ISOFIX in.
Yeah, I see.
That's pretty tough. And secondly, trying to put their baby in. And the most important thing for us, God,
Did you have this much trouble making the baby as well?
Did I get it in? Is it in? I don't know if it's in. Oh. Sean, can you just tell me if it's in?
Okay, let me check.
Oh, I got the one side in.
Yeah, so one side's in. There we go.
There we go.
That's it.
And that, Sean, is what ISOFIX is about. That is what ISOFIX is about. It's about getting the car seat in. Easy. That was so easy. Did you see that?
I'm honestly more tempted to have a dog.
But you know what?
Or, you know what? It's got a beautiful tawny cover over the back.
Don't even go there.
Or just
don't even. You know what,
some mattresses.
Sean?
Okay. No, I'm fine. I'm leaving. Bye.
But you know what, Sean?
What?
This is not a test yet.
Why?
You'll see.
Okay.
So the real test, Sean, is this.
Okay, Javon, you battled to put the chair in. Are you going to battle to put the baby in?
And that's a brilliant point. So the one thing we look for in a bakkie or in any car that has ISOFIX is one, how easy is it to get your baby in and out? Because it is the most important thing. If your car is too high and you can't get the baby in and out, it's pointless having ISOFIX or even a car seat, or even having this car as a family car. So let's see what it's like. All right, Mateo. Well, I have to introduce you to everybody. I know. Sean, he doesn't like you. Sean,
That's me. No, I don't like him either. It's fine.
It's okay. Sean's gone. So, firstly, getting him in and out, very easy. Secondly, room for the legs. If your kid is older than a year, so he is 14 months, you're gonna have a problem. This is quite close, and I was sitting comfortably in the front.
Yes.
So they're not gonna have a lot of leg room in the back. But let's take it for a drive and let's see what he thinks.
Let's see if Mateo approves.
Yeah. All right, it's time to go for a drive. We've got our boy Tyrone in the back. What's up? Go and follow him on Life of Tyrone on Instagram. Whew. All right, so off the bat, we're driving in a park, and it's not really that, smooth. And I feel like she's handling it really well.
It's surprisingly flat,
This is incredible. Comfort-wise, beautiful. I feel like a comfortable passenger. How does it feel for you on the steering wheel?
Okay, so the steering is light. It makes you feel confident. I'm in control.
Teo, how are you doing?
Well, he hasn't fallen out of his seat, so good.
I think we brought it to the perfect place because we're not going to be taking this. I mean, if I'm a father, millennial, I'm not taking this to the mud. I'm going to take it here. I'm in the park. I want to take my family out. And honestly, this is as much off-roading as I would do.
This is even possibly too much.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, let's go find some pavements.
Exactly.
And put it to its real practical use.
We should actually find some pavements, but let me tell you how I feel actually. So I mean, just going off-road like this, it's super comfortable. I'm genuinely honest. I love that 5-link suspension, and now we're going down this like little rocky downhill. It feels awesome. I feel in control. My seat position feels confident. I don't feel like I'm being controlled by the car. I feel like I'm in control. And like you said, the steering wheel is light.
Steering wheel's light, but you don't feel disconnected.
That's it.
From the car.
You don't feel disconnected.
And also, listen to that.
It's quiet.
Nothing.
There's no rattle.
Not a rattle.
And that's what you want in a premium bakkie.
And I will give that to Mitsubishi.
Oh,
damn it, I just called my Mercedes a Mitsubishi.
Oh my god.
The Nissan.
So, I think out of 10, what would you give the drive and the interior? Honest.
Okay, so
honest.
Separately or combined?
Okay, let's do the drive.
Okay, drive, I'm definitely going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
I mean, I've been driving it for 3-4 days.
Yep.
And I haven't gotten bored of driving it. It's effortless, it's comfortable, it's just... I would buy one.
I would buy one too.
I would buy one, honestly.
I think for me, so what did you give it?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I would give it the drive and everything 8 out of 10 as well. It's a solid drive. It feels comfortable. You've got just the amount of rights. Like, are you okay?
Is your dad's driving that bad? Looks terrified.
You have the perfect amount of luxury, but I do wish they did a little bit more. So 8 out of 10 for the drive. I'd give it a 6 out of 10 for the interior.
Definitely a 6.
Yeah, definitely a 6. But yeah, I think I love the fact that you can just switch it into 4-wheel drive and yeah, like just have fun.
Up we go. Let's see what we can drive up.
All right, so let's actually backtrack, right? So final thoughts about the car. So we gave it a 8 on the drive, 6 on the interior.
Interior, yeah.
Exterior, I would give it a 10.
Definitely.
Easy 10.
Yeah, I mean 9 or 10.
9 or 10.
There are 1 or 2 small things I would change, but it is a handsome little devil. This actually.
I agree. Okay, maybe 9. Maybe 9. 9 on the exterior.
9.
Yeah. Okay, solid 9. I think
Give
I'm
it a
being
9
a bit
out of 10.
optimistic.
I think it's better looking than the Ranger.
I definitely think it's better looking than the Ranger. I don't know what you guys think. Drop your comments down below. Let us know. What do you think? Is it better?
We're talking complete shit.
I think it's better. Okay, look, let's actually talk about specs. Right?
Okay.
So this bakkie is, we know it's absolutely capable, right? But let's talk about specs. So engine, what are we working with? This is the
2.5 liter turbo diesel.
Yep.
140 kilowatts, 450 newton meters of torque. Interestingly enough, the Hilux is a 2.8 turbo diesel, and it only produces 150 kilowatts, 10 kilowatts more.
You see?
So
now that's where, and that's the thing as well, it matters. So those 10 kilowatts for 100,000 Rand more, but the torque is almost almost very similar, yeah? I think it was like, here we are. So torque, 500 Newton meters on the Hilux, and the
450 on the Navara.
Yeah, 450, so it's about 50 Newton meters. I mean, you still got massive amounts of torque.
Yeah, 450 is more than enough. Most people won't know what to do with that.
Exactly.
I know some people who can't handle a Kia Picanto, so the question I think you have to ask yourself is, can you justify the difference when it's a handsome bakkie, it drives well, it's smooth, it's fuel efficient.
It's everything you need.
They claim an 8.9, if I'm not mistaken. It's not true. And I must be honest, it's still good though, because I do have a heavy foot. And I think my foot's a bit heavy. It's because it's so easy to drive.
Yep.
It's so comfortable, it's so reassuring.
Yep.
So I'm averaging 11, but I will still take that. I'll still take 11.
I'll take 11.
But also, if you can spend 750,000 Rand on a bakkie,
yep,
are you really counting your pennies when it comes to the diesel?
Now this is where it matters as well, right? So fuel economy is one, and I think they're done reasonably well. But here the thought, right? So you get intelligent emergency braking. So it's intelligent emergency braking detection, monitors your speed and distance between you and the car ahead, and it lets you know if you need to slow down. That's pretty cool. That's pretty intelligent.
Actually, quick story.
Yeah.
I hurt my back 2 days ago.
Yep.
And I don't even have a cool story. I'm reaching 30 and I just rolled over in bed, and I was man down, like stretching on the floor, trying to get up. So for the whole of Thursday and Friday, I was 100% dependent on the blind spot monitoring.
Oh yeah.
Because I couldn't turn my neck because of my back injury.
So your point is, if you're getting old,
you can't turn your neck, but you want blind spot monitoring you can rely on. I must say that's my one comment, is it's good.
Yeah.
It's so predictable, so intuitive. I trust it. And I had to trust it because I was changing lanes using the force. So
Look at that, look at that. All right, so you spoke about blind spot warning. You've got lane departure warning, which is also quite cool. Rear cross traffic alert. So you'll notice on this Bucky, there's like little cameras everywhere, right? And one, it helps you with rear cross traffic alert. So if you're backing out of a parking lot and there's a car coming this way, it'll tell you there's a car coming, which is cool. And you need that with something like this. And then intelligent around view monitor. This is one of my favorite features. So it's got that camera that shows the entire car, so everything around you. So if you're going off-road, if you're on-road, if you're trying to get into a parking space, you can literally see everything around the car, like a Mercedes.
It's not science, it's magic.
It's magic.
It's magic.
Yeah.
The detail you get
Yep.
from that aerial view, it's like how?
Exactly.
Like, is there a drone following me?
And it feels like a drone. It feels,
It's really good, and I must say it's I have to reverse park because I'm a man and that's what we do.
Yeah.
We reverse park because I want to show you my dick's this big. And I want you to see the front of my car.
There you go.
So I rely heavily on the accuracy of the assistance on the camera, especially the distance, the angle. Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Look, I think enough about Sean's package, and let's start talking about the final remark.
Not many can handle it. So.
Out of 10, Sean, what would you give this car overall?
The only downfall is the plastic inside.
Yeah, I have to agree. Agree.
That being said, the Navaras haven't been as popular as I think they should be. Mm-hmm. This is a great Bucky, and I will give this, despite the interior, I'll give this an 8.
An 8. Solid 8. So solid 8 from Sean. I think final remarks from my side. Again, I think it looks beautiful. It handled beautiful. A cool fact as well, it's actually higher than the Ford Ranger and the Hilux, which is quite cool. It's got, it's lifted slightly higher. And overall, I don't know if I'm going to give it an 8, Sean. I think I love the looks, but I think I'm going to give it a 7.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah. You know what? We'll have to agree to disagree.
I'm going to disagree.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to have to give it a 7 purely because of the plastic inside and purely because you're going to be paying, even though it's 100,000 Rand less, that's still a pretty price tag. It's a big price tag to be paying for that much plastic. But I still like it. I even giving it a 7, I would still buy it.
It's one of the few Buckies I've actually said that I will put my own money into. If I had to buy one right now,
there we go.
This is it.
All right. Well, on that note, I think it's time to end. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Javon Francis. This is...
So I'm Sean Donovan Brett, but I'm also known as the Motor Moffie. And if you are tired of his lack of spice in his reviews, come check out my page. You can just search the Motor Moffie. Cheeky reviews, or if you just want to look at my cheeks, you're welcome to come look.
There we go. So cheeks or cheeky reviews. I love that, man. So go and give Sean a follow. Go and follow Ultimate Motoring, myself, Life of Javon on Instagram as well as Ultimate Motoring on YouTube. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified every time we have cool content like this. And shout out to Nissan for letting us use their Nissan Navara. So yeah, I love that. Little bit of, is that a tramp stamp?
It is a tramp stamp,
yeah. We just tramp stamps the Nissan Navara. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Javon Francis, and this is Sean.
Cheers, guys.
Signing off.